So, good evening, dear audience. Let's start today's topic. That is the part 2 portion of verb. Earlier, we have already discussed about the definition of verb and its different classifications. Today, we will start from principal verb, and actually we will focus on auxiliary verbs. One of the types or classification, in one sense, you can say that. Let's go for that. So principal verb are main verbs. We know it. Nothing to explain over there. Let's directly go for auxiliary verbs that are 24 in number in English. They are also called helping verbs. So this name is already trying to make us understand what is the role they play. That means auxiliary verbs. Actually, they help whom? Help the principal verb or main verb to make its tense, mood, voice, or any other aspects of grammar. That's why they are called as helping verbs. Just like here, I write. Write is a principal verb. Doing what? Principal verb. But here, am has been used and write has been added with ing. That is in continuous tense. Continuous tense. And am has been used only to help it, only to help the verb write to make its continuous form. So that is the role of an auxiliary verb played in a sentence. That's all about. Now, the category we will see auxiliary verbs are of two types: principal auxiliary and modals. Principal auxiliaries are 11 in number and modals are 13, total 24. Now, why they are called as principal auxiliary? Because they can play the role of principal verb to some extent. Wherever principal verbs or main verbs are missing, and they just play the role of that. And if the verb carries the main verb, then they will be supporting stuff. It's very simple. For example, I am a teacher. Here no principal verb is there, so am is playing the role of verb. That's why am is coming under principal auxiliary. But modals, in case of modals, they can't play the role of principal verb. They are always supporting stuff. They are always supporting verbs to the principal verbs to make its whatever grammatical aspects. Now, principal auxiliaries are of three categories: be group, do group, have group. Under B, we can see M is was where M is there in present tense, was where in past tense, and was in singular form, were in plural form. M takes I always takes M, and is follows the third person singular number, and R will be just after the plural pronoun. Okay. Except you in singular also take R, and in case of plural, that means upload. Okay, so that will be R. Next comes do group. Do, does, did. Did is the past form. Does when third person singular number is there in case of subject. In that case, does happens, and rest in all other cases do. Have has had in past, had has in just after the third person singular number, and have I always take have and in plural sense as well. So perfect tense, we use in perfect tense have. basically. And do, does, did, these are used in making a sentence negative or questions. And be group auxiliary verbs are used in continuous tense or sometimes in passives, mainly in passive, sorry. So that's all about principal auxiliaries. Why they are called principal auxiliary? Earlier I told you they can play the role of main verb whenever main verb is missing in a sentence. Now, just like principal and vice principal, if the principal is not there, absent, then vice principal will play the role of principal, monitor or supporting monitor. Next comes modals. Modals are of 13. Shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, need, used to, ought to, dare. Let's go for modals in detail, their usage. The word modals is derived from the word mode. Okay, mode. That means manner. Manner of what? Manner of talking. While we talk, while we say something, our manner gets expressed through these usage of modals. That's why modals are so important. Whether we will request, whether we will order, will take permission, will show possibility, like that. So dealing with modals, you should take them in pairs. That will be much more helpful for you to understand. For example, shall, will, they are basically future marker. So in a sentence, when we will use shall or will, that simply they are future marker in future tense. And shall comes after first person and will after second and third person. Basically it happens, but now in modern days we use will after first person, like I will go there. It should be I shall go there, but if I am using I will, that means I am just focusing on my words. Sometimes it is a kind of determination in one sense. Okay, then can, could, basically capacity or capability, but they are also used to ask a request, ask for request. Could you hold my umbrella? And could you play for me? So this is not a question. It's simply I'm requesting you. So that's it. Request. Next comes in pair may and might. Possibility, asking permission, giving permissions. Since childhood you have been using this term may. May I go to toilet, sir? May I come inside the classroom? So that's asking permission. And in response, in reply, the teacher says, yes, you come in, you may. That means giving permissions. And possibility. It may rain today. I may go there. So it's a kind of possibility or probability that happens. Next comes should and must. This would be also used in couple, in pair. Basic difference is there. Should is moral compulsion. Whenever I use should, that means it's not nobody will punish you if you don't do that, but it's a kind of morality. The question of morality that rises. You should obey your parents. It's not like police will come down to you and arrest you if you don't obey your parents. It's a moral compulsion. But in case of must, it's legal compulsion. You must obey the rules of the institutions. That means if you don't obey the rules, you will be punished. You will be taken to the authority. And ought to, O-U-G-H-T, ought to is almost synonymous to should. But we prefer should because when we use not after should, that's much easier, convenient for us. But ought, and not, and to, it seems to be odd. That's why we very often prefer should. But should can be replaced with ought to, almost synonymous. Next comes used to and would. Used to and would both are used for past habit. Past regular habit, in fact. Regular habit. I used to play in the field when I was a kid. That can be replaced with would. I would play in the field when I was a kid. And extra usage is there for would, that is inner wish. I would be the king. I would be the best teacher. So that can be inner wish. Finally comes need and dare. They are called semi-modals. Semi means half. So half modals. That means sometimes they can play the role of principal auxiliary or principal verb, in fact. It happens. And basically need means require or requirement, and dare to be courageous. How dare you to do that? And you need to go there. You need to go there. That is verb. That is used as verb, principal verb. And you need not go there. That is in used in modal, under modal, usage of modal. So that's all about modal and auxiliary. You should remember, you must remember, in fact 24s are there. And these auxiliary verbs, when they are used to make a sentence negative or questions, they are called as operators. Operators, you should remember this. This is very important. Operators. And in other cases, they are always auxiliary verbs. So that's all about. We will have the last part of verb, that is finite and non-finite verb, and that will be quite interesting. So thank you very much.